Nearly a year since you've played at home. How are you feeling 2 days out?
Pretty excited. It's always nice when you get to the ground and get to see the stands and get out to the middle and kind of get used to the surroundings. So yeah, we had an enjoyable summer last year. We were able to play in front of a few people, so even more expected next week. So the guys are really excited.
I saw you were in Oak Hill the other day. Is this your first session at the ground?
Yeah, it is. We had 3 really good days at Oak Hill. The weather played ball, and we had some good pitches to train on, so it was actually a really beneficial camp. So yeah, once you kind of move into Malahide and kind of see the surroundings and stuff, it does become a bit realer. So there's certainly a good buzz around the change room at the moment.
Now that you're here, you've had a chance to chat to groundsmen and stuff. Have you got a fair idea of what you're expecting pitch-wise on Sunday?
I think so. I think we've played enough cricket here in both formats to understand what sort of a pitch we get. It's usually pretty good, fairly true, and you get your kind of value for shots. So I don't really expect too much different. I'll probably have a good look tomorrow, kind of a day out, and have a better chat to Frosty. So yeah, I think we'll, all going well, we'll have a pretty good wicket.
If you look at what happened over in Amsterdam the last few days, obviously, England scored the runs that they did. A lot of people are saying, why the hell are the Dutch preparing flat wickets playing against England when they can hit 500 and try to beat them in their own game? When you look at that, you're looking at playing against a side like India. Are those types of conversations you're having? Or, do we try and play on wickets that might suit our bowlers more, or are you thinking we want to play as good wickets as possible because that's what we're going to get in Australia?
I think we want to play on the best wickets possible. Our players need to learn to play on good wickets because we're going to be touring the world and playing on good wickets, so we need to be better with our skills with ball and bat on good wickets. Certainly looking at the games in Amsterdam, they were flat wickets. We could have done with them last year when we were there, but certainly the game is evolving like that, and the scores are getting bigger, and for us to compete with the top teams, we've got to catch them in that regard. So hopefully it's a kind of high scoring game, and we can do our best to try to get a win.
The balance of your squad suggests more seam and less spin in the attack, or maybe is Gareth going to get a lot more overs? Yeah,
Gareth is certainly an option. He's bowled a bit more in recent Interpro games, and he's got some confidence under his belt. Andy McBride's the only spinner, so frontline off spinner, so he's certainly going to be our main spinner, and then probably predominantly seam. But certainly Gareth is an option, and we haven't used him too much in international cricket recently, but he's starting to get a bit of confidence, and hopefully he can play a part with both bat and ball this weekend.
Difficult. Was the decision around Sibi difficult?
Yeah, it was, naturally, just with everything. He's obviously itching to play against India. He played against them in 2018, I think, and he's been an integral part of the squad for the last kind of couple of years, and for him not to get selected, he was bitterly disappointed. Naturally, you want that from your players. I think he understood the reasoning behind it, but he's still disappointed, and that's fine. But he's still an integral part of this group, and 50 over cricket and T20 cricket, so he will be disappointed this weekend, but I'm sure he'll be looking to prove a point once he's given the opportunity.
Are you able to share anything on what the reasoning was, what that conversation was like?
I think the reasoning was we wanted one frontline off spinner in the group, and Andy McBride's form's been pretty good recently in the last number of weeks with both bat and ball. He got that nod, and it could have gone either way. The selectors obviously went with Andy, and I've got to fully back that, and I'm 100% behind that. But yeah, it is a tight call. It's only when you're picking one off spinner and there's 2 of them there, one of them's going to be disappointed. So this time it's Simeon, and hopefully he'll come back with a bit between the teeth.
Final look for me. Have you picked a side yet for Sunday?
No, we have a fair idea of what we want to do. We'll probably finalise that tonight and get around the guys tomorrow and give them good sort of warning beforehand. But yeah, I've a kind of idea of the 11 I want. Cheers.
Major names are missing from the Indian team. What do you make of this Indian team which is going to play against you?
I think nowadays any Indian team you play are going to be a good team. It kind of shows the depth of Indian cricket that they can put out 2 teams. We couldn't do that, and there's no way we could put out a test team and a T20 team at the same time. We just don't have the numbers for that. And with the IPL being so successful over a number of years, a lot of young guys are coming in and putting their name forward to get into that first 11 for India. And with the World Cup in October, there'll be a lot of guys looking for those places. So we know it's going to be a good Indian team, and we're going to have to be at our best to try to force a result.
And whether you're playing at home or away, playing against India, the atmosphere changes because of the spectator support. Is there a major difference for players from playing point of view?
I think the intensity goes up. I think naturally the noise of it is incredible. You know, you almost can't hear yourself think. I think there's 10 or 11,000 people going to be here on Sunday, and potentially 9,000 of them will be Indian supporters. And it's great. It's what you want to do. Growing up, you see these crowds. A few of our guys played in 2011 World Cup against India and said it was one of the most amazing atmospheres they've ever played in. So I think the guys are really excited to see the colour and see hear the noise of the game, and hopefully that kind of gives our guys a bit of extra confidence and belief once we get down to it on Sunday.
Especially playing in a T20 match, there is hardly any chance to regroup yourself because this is a fast-moving game. Have you thought about that, because this Indian team has got plenty of experience playing T20 cricket?
Yeah, it does happen fast. I think one of the main messages we always try to get, particularly to our bowlers, is to just take a minute and just kind of get your breath back, because it can happen so quickly and the ball can be flying all over the place, and sometimes you can just kind of rush into things. So we have to make sure that we're kind of take that moment to just gather ourselves in the important moments. But hopefully, I think we've had a lot of experience of playing top teams in 50 over cricket and T20 cricket, so it will be a bit of extra noise this Sunday, but hopefully the guys can enjoy that challenge.
Andy, really when we are playing against big players, we're ready for that, but sometimes when there's the new players, we're not prepared for that. And a lot of time happens these new players, they screw up. So are you ready for that? Have you get homework with these new guys who are coming?
Yeah, I think the good thing about the IPL is that you get to see all these players pretty much every day. I mean, there's a game on every day when the IPL's on, so we have a lot of footage of these guys, you know, with bowlers and batters. So there's plenty of homework being done. Scott Irvine, our performance analysis, has done a lot of work. So we have the tools there. It's all well and good having all the footage and stuff. We've got to go outside on Sunday and execute the skills. But certainly there'll be no kind of... The homework will be done before we go out on Sunday, 100%.
So do you think spinning is your major weapon?
Look, they've got some brilliant spinners. I don't know if it'll be the biggest weapon. I hope not, because they've got some amazing spinners in their team. Someone like Chahal has been really successful for India and had really good IPL campaigns. So hopefully it doesn't play too big a part. I think spin did a bit of damage against us in 2018. So hopefully it's not the case this time, and we have two really good games.
Right. Have you something to lose?
2 games.